Hi, my name is Keith Evans. This is my informative speech for oral communications. There are days in our history books that we wonder what it might have been like to live in those times. When asking older people what is one thing that they remember most, they always respond November 22nd, 1963, a day in which the world stood still. On November 22nd, 1963, President John F. Kennedy arrived with his lovely wife Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, where he was going to drive in motorcade down the street, waving at many people and preparing for the upcoming campaign trail. As he was getting ready to leave for Daley Plaza, which was on the route that he took, so was Lee Harvey Oswald, which was getting ready to go to work, not knowing the things that was about to happen would change the course of history forever. As President Kennedy turned onto Daley Plaza, 3 shots rang out at him. The third one, most important, wounded him fatally. A guy named Abraham Zapruder caught this on his film, most famously known as Zapruder films. Later in the day, around 1 o'clock to 1:30, Lee Harvey Oswald, the guy who was up in the schoolhouse book depository, was arrested for conspiracy theory to murdering the president. They found his rifle, shells, and everything else. Surprisingly, though, 3 days later, after being arrested, Lee Harvey Oswald was gunned down by a guy named Jack Ruby, mostly supporting that he had killed my president and I did not want to see him live. Or was it more of just conspiracy so he wouldn't tell the truth of what actually happened? After looking over the Zapruder films, you may notice that some shots may have came from an area across the street known as the Grassy Knoll. The Grassy Knoll has been in very big conspiracy that there was maybe another shooter. When the Warren Commission came out, it was said that there was only 3 shots. But other people come to say that there was more than 3 shots, that there was possibly another gunman or 2. But as years have passed, the government has continuously denied, and even in the Warren Commission, it has showed that there has been no evidence of another gunman, which I have thought has been very, very displeasing to the fact that people need to know what has actually happened in this murder. In conclusion to this, I think that my own belief that the U.S. government had some involvement in the JFK assassination, and that people need to really truly understand the fact that this man was trying to change the world for the better. He was trying to help with African Americans and rights and the Martin Luther King movement, and trying to get people to go to the moon and trying to help the country for the better. I mean, it's like they said when Abraham Lincoln passed away. He has lost the ages, and I believe that after this is all said and done, it's like in a famous Oliver Stone movie, JFK, it's like they said, you know, let justice be done, or so should the heavens fall. Which I believe justice needs to be done, and it needs to come out what really happened on this day, and what if other people were involved. What if JFK was assassinated by the government? You know, there's been some say that maybe Lyndon Baines Johnson, his vice president, who was from Texas, was maybe involved and had Cuban connections and other things. But people they need to know the facts, and they need to understand what really happened on that day. And if you want to know the information of what it was like, talk to people who's been around. Like my grandma, who's 90 years old, she remembers the JFK assassination, and she remembers where she was. These are people that won't be around forever, and if you want to know something, you have to ask them. Thank you.